What's going on, guys? This is your boy RedPillCanuck back again with another YouTube video. I had to give myself the buzzer for that intro. I'm trying to be creative. I'm trying to give value. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but probably not. Stick to what you know, RedPillCanuck. Stick to what you know. Anyway, guys, today we're going to be doing another Dave Ramsey video reaction. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. And I'm going to do fair use right now, even before I load the intro. But let's get into the show.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, let the grind, I could change.
Well, as you see from the wallpaper in front of you, today is Dave Ramsey Day, and we're doing another reaction video. And recently, for some very odd reason, recently, YouTube has been doing me dirty. When I'm uploading my videos, when I go through the rendering and the editing process, everything looks great. It looks fantastic. It looks pristine. Perfect 4K quality. But then when I upload to YouTube, my stuff gets slowed down. So I don't know if YouTube's doing me dirty, or I don't really know what's going on. So if you do see some lag in my little caricature, the audio is fine. But if you see any sort of lag, that's the reason why. Like, seriously, YouTube?
Bruh.
Seriously?
Bruh.
Seriously.
Bruh.
Just sneak that last one in there. Seriously? Why are you doing a boy dirty? Like, seriously? I hardly have any subs. I'm just a small-time YouTuber. Just trying to get by. I don't want a big house. I don't want a Tesla. I just want a whole big bunch of subs. A whole boatload of views. And some juicy ass titties! Sorry. Oh my god, it's gonna be one of those videos. Anyway, I had to lighten up the mood. Because obviously, these videos are never usually reassuring to the way society is. And obviously, again, everybody's in debt. I'm pretty sure a lot of students or a lot of former students watch this channel. By the way, shout out to you. Give you a round of applause for graduating and getting your career, and getting your learn on, and getting your job on. But anyway, today's reaction video. This individual is 1 million. That's right, 1 million. $1 million in student loan debt. First of all, you gotta sit there and think to yourself, which financial institution gave this person so much freaking money to invest in themselves, to realize that they ain't running themselves into a hole? You see, here in Canada, we have OSAP. So basically, it's the government loan which you pay back. But they're very particular on how much they're going to give, and they don't just approve everybody. Like, I've seen people who actually needed, they call it financial aid, student aid or whatever you want to call it. They needed it and they didn't get it. But people So basically the vetting process is not as good. I guess it's the same in the US as well. But in Canada it's not that bad. But anyway, let's continue. $1 million in student loan debt. Wow. $1 million. Wrap that around your head right now. Oh my God. You think your life sucks? Wow. So let's get into the call here. By the way, fair use to Dave Ramsey. Of course, we have to play the audio when we do Dave Ramsey because he's renowned for copyright striking his intellectual property, aka his videos. Which, you know what? I give the man props. He's protecting his intellectual property. But yeah. So basically, we're just going to play the audio here. That seems a way to get around it. I haven't gotten copyright strike yet, thank God. So, anyway, let's get into the call.
Justin is with us in Florida. Hi, Justin. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So, I had a question for you. I just recently graduated from residency to become an orthodontist. And I have student loans that total just over $1 million.
Over 1 million! Over 1 million! I honestly thought it was I thought it was $1 million or close to $1 million. It's over $1 million? Oh my God, I had to hit that button twice! Jesus Christ! And he's an orthodontist, so he's not even an actual doc. Okay, you know what? Let me take that back. Because you know what? I respect people that work with mouths. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't know where their mouths have been.
Bruh.
But what I meant to say is that over $1 million to become an orthodontist? You couldn't go to DeVry or somewhere? Or Phoenix? Or what do we have here in Canada? Or I don't know. What kind of small schools we have in Canada? I don't really know. It's like I know more about the U.S. schools than I do here. Give myself the buzzer. But $1 million to become an orthodontist? Like he's not a I understand that to be a doctor. Or well, not even a pharmacist would be $1 million. I know to be a pharmacist or to be an optometrist, I know it's quite a bit of money. I know it's like close to $500,000 here in Canada. But over $1 million, bruh, how many times have you failed? Like, how many times have you failed your course? You had to go redo it to rack up over $1 million in debt. Wow. Whew. Jesus Christ.
Just over $1 million.
You're kidding me.
And
Even Dave doesn't know.
What were you thinking?
Well, I wasn't thinking clearly. So I've sat down and calculated my interest rates, and my interest is about $5,800 a month. So
That's $6,000, bro.
Bruh.
$6,000 a month. Honestly, if you could actually see Dave's face on this video now, he's even wondering, what the hell were you thinking? Like, you better have, like, a successful practice or something. Like, almost $6,000 a month? Whoo! Oh, my God. Wow.
So my fiance and I were trying to decide what's the best way to try to attack this. If we were this first year able to pay $10,000 a month.
Dude, you want to conquer this? Yo, you're gonna not even need an army. You're gonna need Gandalf's army. We're talking about Lord of the Rings-ish. We're talking about Game of Thrones-ish in order to battle this thing. And you and your fiance want to basically be ting, like what, 10 grand a month? I'd be interested to know what she, like, honestly, first of all, what her take is on it. I would love to hear her reaction. And I would like to actually to know what she does. Like, 10 grand a month? Woo! Let's continue.
I guess there's basically two ways that we thought of it. I can do income-based, and my required payment will be about $3,000, and then we can take the remaining $7,000 and pay it directly at individual loans, or should we cover the interest and then pay additional monies towards other loans?
So what is your income going to? When are you getting married?
April.
Okay. And what will you be making as an orthodontist?
About $250.
Okay. And what will...
Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not giving the buzzer on the orthodontist profession. I'm giving the buzzer basically, you spend over $1 million to make $250,000 a year. Please tell me how this makes sense. Please. I thought the previous video with the government, financial, political people was bad because they spent about $300,000 in student loan debt. Don't get me wrong. Like with that video, they had there was close to $1 million, but they had credit cards, they had car payments, they had everything. They have basically life expenses. I can't talk today. Life expenses close to $1 million. So their lifestyle was the issue. Like, seriously.
Bruh.
This is just for school alone. Just for school. And he said he's gonna get married in April. You know what? This channel is geared more to men and men's well-being and lifestyles and whatnot. Pause. But honestly, if I was this guy's fiance, they didn't reveal if it's male or female yet, so don't come after me. Pause. If this individual is gonna marry this guy with that much debt, I'd run. I would run. There's no way I'm going to help you pay off your debt. Well, you know what? Maybe this person loves this guy that much. But, bruh, $1 million in student loan debt? Nah. That's just me. My veins run cold. You know what? Trust me. You know what? It doesn't run as cold as, most people. But when it comes to money, that's your goddamn problem. I am not. You know what? Let me not start. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. And what does she do and what will she be making?
We actually just opened up an office, and she works in the office, so she's not taking any income out of the office.
Let's think about this again. God. So you're planning on paying 10 grand a month on both of you. And she ain't even making any money. You ain't even paying her. She has no income. Yes, you're getting free labor, but where the hell are you going to get the money from? Are you even going to be able to eat until this thing is paid off? Oh my God, what a mess. Guys, if you think your life is bad, wow.
Not taking any income out of the office.
Okay. So if you make $250,000 a year, why are you only putting $120,000 on your debt?
Well, I mean, the 250 I calculated pre-tax.
I know.
And, everything else. I mean, we're going to put as much as we, possibly can.
Yeah.
On the debt, yes, sir. I mean, and in the years to come, as the, income goes up, we're hoping to be able to make payments of 20 or 30 or 40,000 a month. I mean, that's what we're what we're praying for. Otherwise, I'm just up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't even have a paddle. You don't even got a boat at this point. You know what? Let me look here, because you know what? Maybe I'm prejudging this. How much does an orthodontist actually make? What is the top salary of an orthodontist a month? Let's see. Let's go to Google. The Google. What does... month in USA. Let's see if it actually tells me. Wow! Okay, you know what? This is actually quite interesting. Okay, so you know what? Let me go to ZipRecruiter here. And let me give Dave a break here. Let me reveal the screen here. How do I reveal? There we go. Okay, so I actually Googled it, and you know what? I'm actually quite surprised. See, I learned something. So basically what I did was I Googled how much does an orthodontist make in the U.S. So basically, as of July 8th, which is very recently of this year, the average monthly pay of an orthodontist in the U.S. is $25,000. Wow! While ZipRecruiter is seeing monthly salary as high as $33,000 and as low as $5,000. Majority of orthodontic salaries currently range from $21,000 to $31,000.
Bruh.
Wow! I'm actually kind of surprised. So I guess that's how. So maybe that's why he had... you know what? I don't even know how much orthodontic school is, but they make that much money? Like, I've personally had braces, so... But then I got it like close to 20 years ago. Not revealing how old I am. I'm putting my age out there. As you guys probably just only know, I'm just a cartoon caricature with a glitching eye. Listen, I'm still trying to get the lighting done, so don't hold it against me. I'm giving you good content here. Anyway. But yeah, they actually make that much money. I didn't even know that. Wow. Interesting. Actually, it also depends on what state he's in as well. So the top 10 high-paying cities. So Boston, wow, average of $52,000. I'm in the wrong profession. Like, seriously? Okay, so let's go here. Oh, there's actually a breakdown here. So the annual salary. They make good money. I'll give it that. Let's see if Florida's on. Florida's not on here. But still, though, $1 million in debt. Dave is right. Why are you only pulling down like $5,000. He should be putting down more. So if he's actually making that much, it kind of explains why his wife doesn't have to work. So I'm going to give myself the buzzer on that one because I didn't do proper research. Wow. I honestly didn't know they make that much. Whew. Well, then again, they're going in people's mouths. And actually, the suicide rate is actually pretty high in dentists. Let me see. While I'm here, you know what? Suicide rate. I can't even type. With dentists. I can't even spell dentist. Look at this. I can't even spell. That's where I graduated from college. Okay, so 17.6%. That is still kind of high. But not as high as most professions. Well, then again, you're in people's mouths. Like, some people don't brush their teeth. Some people, you don't know what's in their mouths nowadays. Anyway, we're off. We got a little off topic there, right? So let's go back. Let's go back to Dave here. So yeah, wow. I learned something. Let's continue.
I'm just up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah. Okay. I think the thing you have to, yes, I would, the income-based option does not do away with interest, and so interest is going to be accruing greater than you're putting in. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you don't, you're not making any mathematical progress by doing the 3 and 7 idea, but you will make emotional progress because you'll be able to knock off some of the smaller ones.
Right.
And God knows you're going to need some emotional progress in this process.
Yeah. I think he needs Jesus at this point.
And then the only other commentary I would just add is that this is such an extreme situation. Your income is extreme and your debt is extreme, that you have to be very, very careful to just act like you're a broke college student because you are a broke orthodontist.
Right.
And so that means you guys aren't going on vacations.
Wow, you know what? That's one thing I like about Dave. Give him a round of applause for that one. You know what? He don't hold back. He don't hold back, but he is right, though. At this point, yes, as we saw with the with our research, our little research there, orthodontists do make good money, but at this point, he's running in the red. Pause. He's running in the red. Until he gets all that debt clear up, he ain't making no profit. So, Dave is right. You ain't getting no lavish vacations. You ain't getting no yacht. You ain't getting, like, nothing. You're basically eating top ramen noodle like a regular college student, which most of us has probably done when we were going to school.
You guys aren't going on vacations. You're not buying a house. You're not leasing a new BMW. You're not going to a restaurant. You have $1 million. I can't even say it out loud. I can't breathe. $1 million in student loan debt. It gives me an anxiety attack, and it's not even my debt. But the horrible news is that ridiculous figure. The wonderful news is you have great income potential and a great income right now. So you cannot relax.
Right. So
you have to cut as deeply as you can cut.
Right.
And so be dialing your taxes in. I don't want you to get behind on taxes, but other than taxes and food and water and electricity, I really want everything else just going on student loan debt. Mm-hmm. Is it $250 gross sales in your new office?
Like I said, I just graduated this year, so I work part-time for another orthodontist to have a steady income. And the office that my fiance and I work in, we just opened 2 months ago. So the income is just steadily increasing on that.
Right, but I guess I'm asking the 250,000. How much of that's from the new office, and how much is from the orthodontist gig?
About 200 of that is from me working at another orthodontist, where I still work 3 days a week, and then I work at my office 3 days a week. So I work 6 days a week right now.
Okay, that's good.
Well, you know what? Let me give him a round of applause, honestly, because you know what? The guy's hustling. Like, he's trying to do the best with his situation. And he actually does have a steady income. He does work 3 days a week, and he's making $200K at someone else's office. So that could obviously go up. And here in Canada, let me go full screen for a second. Whoops, wrong button. What am I doing? There we go. Like, here in Canada, there's actually a lot of doctors and nurses that actually work at the hospital, but they do have their own practice on the side. That's a common thing. I'm not sure if that's the way in the U.S. Again, I don't have the experience of U.S. living, because I don't live there. But here in Canada, that's what they usually do. So basically, it's like you're kind of burning the candle at both ends. But usually, when you have your own practice, you get to set your own hours. You get to it's a little bit more, it's like a second side hustle, which actually is very smart. Unfortunately, with some professions, you can't do that. I know lawyers, I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can have your side thing and work at a firm. I'm not sure, so don't quote me. I know Canadian law is a little bit different. We have paralegals over here, which basically are kind of like lawyers, but they can't do serious cases. Based on the Law Society, you can't actually work for the city, like say work for the district, and have your own practice, which basically kind of sucks, because it would be nice to have your own practice and do like this guy is doing. But you know what he does? I'll give him credit. He does have a crap load of debt, but at least he does have a steady flow of income, and he does have his own side thing. So can he make it? It's possible, but it's gonna be like they're gonna be eating top ramen noodle for a while, a long while.
Bruh.
I'm not knocking on top ramen noodle. Trust me, I love me some ramen, but you know what? It's gonna take a while, but I think it is possible. But that's just my take. Let's continue.
And then I work in my office 3 days a week, so I work 6 days a week right now.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So we ought to be able to turn that 50 into 250.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, over time, as you build your clientele and so forth. Okay. And
mathematically, is there any benefit though to me?
No.
Like I was mentioning before.
No.
Okay.
No, because you have a set interest rate and a set amount of principal. You have to pay both.
Right.
You have to pay both, and so not paying one and paying more on the other is just hiding the P under a different shell. Okay. The only benefit of doing the income based is because your interest is probably close to $5,000 a month.
5,800.
Oh, it is that's the actual interest rate. Okay. And so yeah. And so let's pretend that you paid the income based at $3,000. So somewhere another 2,800 is landing on the books as increased balance.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then you're reducing other balances by 7. Principal and interest on the smaller ones. And so, like I say, we're just moving the P around under a different shell, but it will give you the benefit of getting to check off some of these smaller ones. What is your smallest one?
Well, I have a consolidation that's like 800, but most of the I have maybe half a dozen small ones that are 4,500 or less.
Yeah, and so you're going to knock those out, like 1 a month, 2 a month, that kind of thing.
Right.
And for the first little while, and then we're going to get down to the big mama jama, the 800. And then it's going to slow way down in terms of the emotional benefit, and it'll be very simple to do the calculation. But you're going to accrue $5,800 worth of interest somewhere, and you are going to reduce principal by $4,200 somewhere in total. by using $10,000. So it doesn't matter. The only benefit is just to be able to check those little. I like cleaning up the little ones, getting the dust out of the corner, getting rid of the mosquitoes, and then we'll get down to the bear hunt, because you go from mosquitoes to bears pretty quick here. And so that's overwhelming. But the good news is you've got a great shovel, and you have a great bright future with your income potential, and that gets you out of this. It's not a reason to get into it, but it does get you out of it. It gives you hope for your future. Thank you for the call. Open phones at 888.
Wow. So the good news is he's not totally screwed. Wow. So you know what? It is possible, but like Dave was saying, it is gonna take a lot of sacrifice. But I honestly didn't know they make that much money though. Like, wow. Whew. Whew. Well, I guess you learn something every day. But wow. But you know what though? I gotta give the man credit. He was relatively calm throughout that call. Like, honestly, maybe it's just because he's on the phone. But, bruh, seriously, if I owed $1 million or over $1 million in student loans, how can you not panic? Like, Dave alone couldn't comprehend. Like, Jesus Christ. Wow. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. But, yeah, I actually thought this was quite interesting because we always talk about student loan debt and, I just never seen student loan debt this high. Unless I wasn't looking deep enough. Pause. So, I just thought it was interesting. I just thought I'd do this, do it as a video. And, yeah, if you guys can take anything away from this, if you are going to spend the money to go to school, make sure your profession will be able to help you pay it off. Like, I know there's some people that go basically for ridiculous degrees, like visual arts and political science and history. Like, I'm not trying to rag on anybody's profession or anybody's choices, but honestly, if you can't come up with a degree that's going to pay off in the end, then you're just basically setting yourself up for failure. So that's one thing you could take away from this video. I like to give like a little final thought at the end of the video. So that's basically what you're getting from me right now. Anyway, guys, make sure you do the usual YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
I could change in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how is it supposed to feel?